What the are the Trailblazers doing? There was talks about trading Damian Lillard or CJ McCollum this offseason, and the only major move they made was firing Terry Stotts and bringing in Chauncey Billups, a rookie head coach. The biggest free agency move they made was signing Cody Zeller. I just guess the Blazers are content enough with just being a 7th seed every year and losing in round 1. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? So there could still be a major like McCollum for Ben Simmons trade that could happen this offseason, but it's looking like this is going to be the Blazers roster going into next year's season, and it looks very identical to last year's roster, in which they lost to the Denver Nuggets in round 1, and that Nuggets team didn't even have Jamal Murray, their second best player. I'm sorry, you guys just know how I feel about teams that are content with just being the 7th or the 18th, getting the 15th or 16th pick every year. It's just not worth it in the long run. You're just wasting prime years of your best players, and the fact that they didn't look at a CJ McCollum trade, I just feel like nothing really came out of it this offseason, or just a Yusuf Nurkic trade. All right, if you don't want to move Lillard, but you just, the biggest move was, I guess, signing Norman Powell to that extension, which I am fine with, but it's just like, is this team going to make a playoff run? No, they may win a playoff series. Hey, yeah, of course. But is this team beating the Lakers? No. Is this team beating the Suns? Probably not. Is this team beating the Jazz? I don't think so. Is this team beating the Mavericks? I wouldn't bet on it. Is this team beating the Warriors? Probably not. I don't really know what to do. If we take a look here at our salary cap table to see when players are going to be free agents. Nurkic, free agent at the end of this year. Robert Covington, a free agent at the end of this year. And boy, oh boy, that is just not what I want to see. I mean, we could work out sign and trades, but I think I want to make a move before the season starts. And it's going to be moving Yusuf Nurkic and Anthony Simons to the Pacers for Miles Turner, and they're also going to throw in a first-round pick. I'm perfectly fine with that. I thought I was going to have to throw in maybe a first of my own, but we are going to do that. We are just going to improve the defense because it's still lackluster. Yes, Robert Covington's a great defender, but that's really it. Norman Powell can maybe hold his own, but that backcourt is still a liability on the defensive end, so getting Miles Turner is a massive upgrade at that 5 defensively, not offensively, but defensively, over Yusuf Nurkic, and at least he can space the floor a little bit. He will not be a free agent until next year, correct? Yes, so I can figure out what I want to do with him. Now, there could still be a CJ McCollum trade, I think, next offseason, but we're going to see how this team pans out this year. Like, oh, wow, that bench is not exciting at all. Cody Zeller, Ben McLemore, Derrick Jones Jr., and Tony Snell. Just the former, I guess, first, like, top 10 picks in McLemore and Zeller that just didn't live up to the hype. I mean, they're not bad players, no, not at all, but they would be like your 10th man. I mean, they're going to play Nasir Little. CJ will be their second-round pick last year. I mean, Greg Brown was their second-round pick this year. You know what? I'm just going to play Greg Brown. Maybe he pans out enough where he can be a rotational big for us. Yeah, we'll do something like that. And I'll see you guys at the end of the year. Our new coach, Chauncey Billups, 3.5 stars. Like, who knows? What if Chauncey Billups is just a bad head coach and it's just a disaster of a year? I mean, it could be fine. You get a top pick, you move McCollum or Lillard, and you're really starting that rebuild. But it's just like, if they end up playing tournament 7th seed, losing round 1, 18th pick in the draft, like, what did you get out of this season besides 2 games of playoff revenue? So we were pretty good this year. We ended up as the 5 seed in the Western Conference. We were 14th in the power rankings. How funny it would be if we just won it all and 2K just made me look like a complete idiot for saying that there's no shot that we make it out of round 2. Just a little bit ago, a former Blazers coach gets Coach of the Year over in Atlanta. That's actually kind of crazy that he wasn't really, like, he was looked at as kind of a negative coach in Indiana, someone that maybe plateaued and peaked as a coach for them, and then he takes the Atlanta Hawks to the conference finals, something he never did as the Pacers coach, because the last time they made it to the conference finals with Paul George, that was Frank Vogel over there. So did Damian Lillard get an All-NBA team? He does. All-NBA first team. Oh my God, maybe that's why. Holy crap. 72% true shooting, 34 a night. That might be one of the greatest offensive seasons of all time. How did he not win MVP? I think that would be the greatest offensive season of all time. So we got the LA Clippers here in round 1, a fully healthy Kawhi Leonard. They traded for Jakob Poeltl. A couple former Spurs on this team in Poeltl, Kawhi, and technically Marcus Morris. We take a look at the stats. We know Lillard went off this season. CJ McCollum, 22 points, very good efficiency. Raising that trade value. Norman Powell was our 3rd leading scorer, 15.5 points. He was very efficient in that, 89 from the line, 38 from the field, 38 from 3, 45 from the field. Miles Turner, 11 points, 7.8 rebounds, 1.1 assists, 35 from 3, 79 from the line, 50 from the field. Not bad. 61% true shooting. I will definitely take that. And if we look at what Yusuf Nurkic did in Indiana, he ended up with 13 points, 8.8 rebounds, 4 assists. He actually had a pretty good season for them. Very nice. I don't know if they made the playoffs. We'll take a look at that. I'm actually very excited for this rebuild right now because I have no idea the direction we're going to go. Rocco, he's a free agent. We'll see what goes on with him. There's McLemore, Snell, Jones. You know, I want to completely overhaul this bench. And, you know, Greg Brown wasn't that bad as a rookie. The Pacers did not make the playoffs, so can we make it out of round 1 and beat the LA Clippers? We're down, okay, we're down 2-1, then we tied up 2-2. We ended up winning by 20 there. Lillard has been going off in these playoffs, averaging 11 assists. Robert Covington, what? Okay, I will take that. McCollum's been elite. All right, Miles Turner, he's been very good. Okay, so those guys have been stepping up. Norman Powell, he's got to score a little bit more, but we'll see what happens. Big rubber match here in Game 5, and we pick up the victory. We blow them out by 35 points. McCollum with 34, Lillard 27 and 13. Miles Turner doing pretty well for us. If he's going to step up in the playoffs, then he's going to earn a next contract from me, and we end up beating them in 6. All right, so it's making me look like a fool at the beginning of the video where I said I don't think they could beat the Clippers. And here we are in round 2 taking on the Utah Jazz, a team that I also said would probably beat the Blazers, so it would be kind of funny if we do beat them. Game 1, we lose, okay, by 22 points. McCollum with 26. He went 9 for 26 from the field. Game 2, we're down 2-0. We lose by 3. Close one hurts because I would love to win a championship because then I could make a big move and not feel pressured about it as we're down 3-0. So our title hopes are just rapidly becoming more unrealistic and we end up getting swept. We couldn't win a game. I don't know how we beat the Clippers, but just get swept to the Jazz. They did win it all. They beat the Sixers in 6. Mitchell's your finals MVP. You'd have Simmons versus Mitchell, which would be very fun to watch. Well, I feel like Simmons would guard Mitchell. I don't know if Mitchell would guard Simmons. That could be more of like an Ingles, Royce O'Neal matchup. And there goes Terry Stotts, 1 year not as a head coach. He ends up retiring. Melo goes to the Hall of Fame. A former Blazer legend. Carmelo Anthony, but he's more of an Atlanta Hawks, Chicago Bulls legend. So we do have our first round pick in this draft, I believe, and that is going to be at pick 20. So we're going to keep our staff. Actually, I messed up. I really should have fired my trainer, get 3 training camps, but it is what it is. So another year, another first or second round exit. I think it is time we move CJ McCollum. And would you look at that? The first offer in the trade finder is the one I think I might do. See, I would like to keep that 20th pick, but I might have to give it up. We'll see, though. I think I'd rather throw in Greg Brown. Lonzo Ball, that's interesting. Jared Allen, no thank you. Steven Adams, oh, wow. Definitely not. Definitely don't want to do that. Gordon Hayward would actually make this team pretty good. Oh, Gordon Hayward would be so much fun on this team. But there's no way I could get Gordon Hayward without giving up, like, one of these guys. Yeah, I'd have to give up Norman Powell. Like, this would have to be a non-draft night trade. I don't know. But getting Gordon Hayward would be something else. So maybe I'll try to do that. Shea, I would love to do that, but that would just make no sense for the OKC Thunder. So really the most realistic trade out of here, I saw Jeremy Grant, but no, that really wouldn't make sense for Detroit, is Ben Simmons. Do I have to give up pick 20? Could I give up multiple seconds in the future? I'll give you my 2025 first and a second, and they really want my 2021 first. I don't really want to give it up. What about if I give you Greg Brown instead, and they would want a second, and you give me a first? All right, let's lock that in. Ben Simmons is your newest Portland Trailblazers. So we're going to move him to a small forward. Immediately helps out our defense. Obviously, it doesn't really help out our floor spacing, but, I'm fine with it nonetheless. We kind of can move Norman Powell back to the 2, where he's probably more suited. So we have the 20th pick in the draft. Let's see who I take. All right, so we have Peyton Watson still on the board. Jaden Ivey, I would have definitely went him if I didn't take him in my Raptors as well. But Peyton Watson out of UCLA would be a nice pick. Alan Flanagan out of Auburn. Auburn's got some top guys in the draft with JT Thor as well. Ousmane Dieng, he's going to be a top pick. All right, Damian Collins out of Kentucky, Rocco Prakichin. Benedict Mathurin out of Arizona could be somebody we could take. But I think I like the option of Peyton Watson here out of UCLA, another wing player that we definitely need after trading away McCollum. Rocco might not come back. I have no idea what's going on with Snell or McElmore. So, wow, big centers. Walker Kessler goes 5. Okay, first time I've seen that. Nikola Jovic went like 4th. Or no, he went like 6th, excuse me. So, yeah, Peyton Watson, we're going to sign him. He's a 74 overall. Team player options last year, Widow. I'm going to pick it up just because we could use him. If not, I could trade him for multiple seconds. There's some big name free agents, but it's not like we have any cap space anyway. So, yeah, what do I want to do? I mean, I would love to go out and get myself a Gordon Hayward, but it would be most likely impossible unless I wanted to move Miles Turner, etc. Yeah, Miles Turner and Norman Powell. Or Ben Simmons. So, yeah, it's not really realistic at the moment. So, I would like to bring back Rocco on a 2-year deal. Maybe throw a team option on it. I'm sure he will accept that. Derrick Jones Jr., a 2-year deal as well. It's not like we have cap space. So just kind of locking these guys up on 2-year deals, which I could possibly move down the line. But yeah, so we're going to sign Rocco, Derrick Jones Jr., Cody Zeller. We're going to renounce the rights on, not McElmore. We'll keep that open. So I want to see, we do have a little bit of a mid-level exception. We can go after Chris Dunn. We could use a backup point guard. I might go for the more veteran option in Thomas Satoransky. I'm going to give him a 2-year deal with about $4.5 million, and boom, we get him. And then that is going to be it for moratorium. I do want to see if I can afford a Ben McLemore to come back. Looks like no. The only player I can really afford to come back is Tony Snell. So I'm going to give him a 2-year deal, and we pick him up. So here is our roster at the moment. Damian Lillard, Ben Simmons, Miles Turner, who will need a new contract. And who knows? Maybe he asks for less than $18 million a year. We got Norman Powell still here, Rocco, Cody Zeller, Derrick Jones Jr., Thomas Satoransky. All right, so there was a player that I would love to also go after that has been linked a little bit to Portland, and it's Pascal Siakam, but he's just making too much money for me to really reach that target. So yeah, like even if I did Rocco, Cody Zeller, Derrick Jones Jr., I'm still $1 million off. So like this would get it done most likely. I mean, we could offer it and see if they accept. I mean, like, if I'm basically swapping Rocco for Siakam, like, that's amazing, and I lose Cody Zeller, Derrick Jones, and Nasir Little. Not the worst thing in the world, because then I would still have off the bench Satoransky at the moment, and then also Tony Snell and Peyton Watson. At least that's something, and then I would just need to really sign a minimum center in free agency, and boom, there's my 9-man rotation. So we'll see if they accept this. If they don't, I'd be willing to throw in a first-round pick, and they don't accept it. What about if I throw in my unprotected first-round pick next year? Or what about that Pacers first-round pick we got? That could have some value. Yeah, so we'll do that. And boom, there we go. So that is our second major trade we have made in this video, and two guys that have been rumored to be on the trade block in real life, in Pascal Siakam and Ben Simmons. So at this moment, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, like I said, I would like to get a center in free agency. Dwayne Dedmon. I think I'll go for Bismack Biyombo. Let's sign like a bunch. We'll go for Bismack Biyombo, Aaron Baines, because they're all on the minimum. And then I'll also go for Dwayne Dedmon. I know he's going to regress. I don't really want Poirier as well. I mean, yeah, I'll get Dedmon. And whoever's the highest overall to start the year, I'll bring in. Or I'll let start, I should say. So we're probably going to get LOB back on the qualifying offer. There we go, if I don't want to play Tony Snell. So, yeah, the starting five is going to be Damian Lillard, Norman Powell, Ben Simmons, Pascal Siakam, and Miles Turner. Like, that 3-4-5 is very good defensively. And yeah, Norman Powell's not that bad, so we should be a good defensive team next year. We'll just see if our offense can hold up, but we should with Lillard, Powell, Siakam, and even like Simmons is going to give me 15 a night, and Miles Turner will give me at least 10 a night. All right, so training camps here. We only have one. Wow, I really should have got a new trainer. I'm going to send, I think, Pascal Siakam to perimeter shooting. Now, we're going to send Damian Lillard to perimeter defense. Yeah, gets up there a little bit. So I'm actually very excited about this team. I think we are a lot better this year than we are last year. Like, look at this starting five. This is pretty good, right? And I feel like they could get Ben Simmons for CJ McCollum, which is unlikely that they would be able to get Pascal Siakam maybe for the package I gave up. But if they had maybe a Greg Brown or a different young player and they threw in a first-round pick, maybe they can get that for Siakam. Or if they kept Anthony Simons and they didn't include him in a Turner trade, they can get him 100%. So it looks like Baines will be the starting center. I probably should play LOB a little bit. So what I'm going to do is not play Dwayne Dedmon. We're going to give LOB 9. I'm going to give, honestly, Tony Snell 12. We'll give him 12 as well. Baines will also get 12. And then I want to go at least I don't know, I'd like for him to get 20 minutes a night. Yeah, we're going to rely a lot on our rookie Peyton Watson. Turner 29, Siakam 33, Simmons will get 35, Powell 29, and then Lillard will also get 35. We'll go 30 there. I'll go one more to Miles Turner. We're going to heavily play our starting five. We're 3.5 star balance. What's our defense at? Our defense is 3.5 stars as well. Yeah, Powell, I guess, isn't great for that. So I'll see you guys at the end of the year, and let's see if this team can maybe win 2 playoff series this offseason, or excuse me, these playoffs. All right, so this team ended up as the 7th seed. Wow, we were better last year, but we'll see how we pan out in the playoffs. But of course, 2K will do that to me, and yeah, we'll see if Maxey shines in Philly with no more Ben Simmons. We'll see if also Lillard gets an All-NBA first or second team, and he does not. You got some youngins there on All-NBA second team, and no Damian Lillard at all. You got Jalen Green and Scotty Barnes there, and do we get any Trailblazers on the defensive team? No, we do not. No Ben Simmons, no Pascal Siakam, no Miles Turner. Okay, but we do get Peyton Watson on our rookie second team, and he was pretty good. He could definitely be our 6th man next year. So we have the Pelicans in round 1, who are very good because they have Zion Williamson in the simulation, but we'll see how it goes. Trey Murphy's been very good for them so far. Wow, look at that. Damian Lillard, 27 points, 8 assists, 55 from the field. There's Pascal Siakam, 19 points, 7.7 rebounds, 4.7 assists. 49 from the field, 34 from 3, 91 from the line. There's Ben Simmons, Norman Powell, Miles Turner. Powell shot 42 from 3, 89 from the line. Miles Turner, career point, or close to it, but I did not expect that after adding Ben Simmons and Siakam. Yeah, I was hoping Siakam would be score a little bit more. Let's hope he steps up in the playoffs. And here is the bench. So I think for the playoffs, I'm not going to, Aaron Baines. Wow, that efficiency is bad. That efficiency is bad. At least Snell's efficiency is good. LB was all right. Who am I going to knock off the rotation out of these three? I guess it's got to be Ellaby. And we're going to go like 10 to Baines. We're going to go like 15 to Snell. And then let's go with 32 to Turner, 35 to Siakam, 37 to Simmons, 37 to Lillard, and then 33 to Norman Powell. So can we maybe pull off the upset round one here against the Pelicans? We lose in game 1 by 6 points. Lillard has a great game. So does Siakam. Norman Powell plays well. Simmons goes 3 for 10. Okay, can we at least win game 2? Oh, my God. We lose by 4, by 6 and then by 4. We could have at least won one of those games. Damn, well, that hurts because we're probably going to go down 3-0. And there it is. We lose by 13 at home. And what a disappointing way to lose. I mean, we do win one game. Hey, we don't get swept like we did by the Jazz last year. But we are backs against the wall. We're going to get gentlemen swept, and we do. We lose by 1. Wow, so many close games. A 1-point L, a 6-point L, a 4-point L that we could have easily won. The Nuggets win it all, and Nikola Jokic is your finals MVP. They beat the Magic in 6. So I think I'm going to run this team mainly back. I'm just going to improve the bench. That's really the main goal here. We do have our first round pick in this draft, and it is going to come in at 16. So we should be able to get a good player there. Where'd that Pacers pick end up? Or is that in the following draft? It looks like it could be in the following draft, I believe, right? If we go to future draft picks, and then we go to the Raptors, we could see that that Pacers pick is next year. So do I want to keep Chauncey Billups? I feel like I might as well. Let's pick up Michael Stafford, who's just got great ratings, and Trent Peterson. And then, okay, let's get a new trainer. And we can get Sean Navarro. Can I get all 3? I can get everybody but, oh, wow. Let's not sign the CFO. So we get Navarro there. Let's also go after Stafford, who we should be able to get. There we go. And then we can get Logan Smith here as our CFO. All right, so it's the NBA draft time. And like I said, we have the 16th pick. I don't know if I'm going to make any trade at all. I mean, we could try to move Sato and Satoransky for a player. All right, I'm going to take a flyer here on Saben Lee and move Tony Snell and Satoransky for Saben Lee in a 2026 unprotected first-round pick. All right, so we take Chris Livingston here with the 16th overall pick. He's basically going to replace Tony Snell, so we have Livingston and Peyton Watson coming off the bench as well as Saben Lee. So I'm really just looking for a good backup center in free agency. If we have to make an LB trade, we could do that. But yeah, let's bring back Miles Turner because we know he's a free agent. And oh boy, he wants some money. He wants $27 million a year. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, it really goes down to 21, and I'm going to front load that, lower that to 21. Yeah, let's do something like that where it's a lot better, team friendly, and he agrees to that. Okay, there we go. Because if we look at Miles Turner's actual specifics of the signing, yeah, it goes from 21 million down to 17.85 million in the last year. I could be down with that. So let's look at potential centers that we could go after. Dwight Powell wouldn't be a bad backup, but Dario Saric, yes. When we lock up Dario Saric, 2-year deal, I would actually love that. That's a massive upgrade over Aaron Baines. Let's go. The play progression, we have Damian Lillard at a 97, says top right. He's a 98. We got Ben Simmons going up to a 94. Siakam's in the 90s now. He'll need a new contract. Turner up to an 85. Guys, I think that this team could win it all next year. The bench is a lot better. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should have got a new head coach. Maybe the assistant coaches will help, but I'm excited. So we do have 3 training camps. I'm going to send Peyton Watson on top potential. I'm going to send Pascal Siakam and Miles Turner to perimeter shooting as well. So let's see what this 9-man rotation is going to look like. Lillard, Powell, Simmons, Siakam, Turner, okay. With Watson, Livingston, Lee, and Sarge coming off the bench. LB's not going to play. So we're going to go like 16 there, 18, 20, 24. We'll go 28, 33 is fine. We'll lower that to 34, and then we'll lower that to 36. We'll give him 30 minutes, and then we'll go one more to Dario Saric. So system proficiency under balanced is 4 stars. That is the highest. I'll see you guys at the end of the year, and let's hope that we're a top seed in the West. Boom, there we go. We are a 1 seed here in the Western Conference. Giannis wins MVP. Jalen Duran, rookie of the year. Wasn't he drafted multiple years? Yeah, he was drafted 2 years ago. He just didn't play last year. Look at Jared Butler balling out. Okay, that's cool. I haven't really seen him be that good in the league yet, so that's fun to see. Jason Kidd gets coach of the year aren't we the 1 seed in the conference, as you can see in the top right? Unless he's now not the Mavericks head coach anymore, that must be the case. We'll see if Dame or anybody gets an All-NBA team, and nobody does. Oh, no, just kidding. Ben Simmons does. Must have been for his defense. 7.7 rebounds, 8.8 assists, 64% from the field, 2.2 steals, and 1 block a night. Do we get any other Trailblazers? Maybe Livingston on an all-rookie team. I mean, he should get there. No, he doesn't. Never mind. Wow, Bates was on all-rookie second team. So, is Jason Kidd coaching the Brooklyn Nets? Yes, he is. He's back as the Nets head coach. But yeah, we go 53-29, our best season yet in this video. And we're taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves in round 1, who have, wow, look at that young core. Anthony Edwards, Amani Bates, Paolo Banchero and Karl-Anthony Towns, the number 1 pick in 2015, the number 1 pick in 2020, most likely the number 1 pick in 2023, and then could potentially be the number 1 pick in 2022. You are kidding me. We take a look at player stats here. Lillard led us in scoring. Siakam averaged 22 a night, a nice increase from last year, and he went up in rebounds as well, and efficiency going from 60% true shooting to 65%. Very nice. There's Simmons, Powell, Turner shooting 34 from 3, so I guess 7 of perimeter shooting didn't help too much. Livingston and Peyton Watson were pretty good as rookies, and there's Stephen Lee scoring 10 and 4 off the bench, way better than Thomas Satoransky would have been. And then there's Dario Saric. I don't think I'm going to edit the rotation too much. Can we please win round 1 without really being... Oh my God! Are you kidding me? Oh my God! Oh my God, we lost in 7. You're kidding me. I don't know. I have to make a move this offseason. I have to. Billups is gone. I might move Norman Powell. The Mavericks win it all, and Luka's your finals MVP. I'm just so annoyed with that. Are you kidding me? That's also more on 2K. I'm not really that mad at my team because, like, that shouldn't happen. The 1 seed loses to the 8 seed way too much in 2K. And I don't know if they can ever fix that because it's some algorithm they have. I don't know. And then watch the Pacers get the number 1 pick. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so the Pacers end up with 16. Okay, his contract's up anyway. There we go. So I'm looking for a new head coach. Nick Nurse. Oh, we don't have money. We don't have money at all. So could I steal a D'Antoni? Could I steal a... We have Mike Stauffer. Let's just go and get... Or we have Matthew Stauffer. No, we have... Let's just get 2 Michaels... Oh, no, he's on my team. Okay, that was embarrassing. Let's always decline for that. Wait, no. Is this Michael Stauffer my Michael Stauffer, or is he a different Michael Stauffer? You know what? Let's just promote him. He's got really good ratings. And I'm going to go after Owen Taylor here as an assistant because we can afford that. Rookie signing, we get Daryl Keller. Wait! I had pick 5? I had pick 5? Oh my God, that's embarrassing. I went through it so quickly. Oh my God, that's Sixers pick. What was that from? Was that from the Ben Simmons trade? Oh my God. Wow, and you guys might have saw that really quickly. Holy shit. The Hawks had our pick at 28, but wow. I mean, look at him. He's 3.5 stars. I think I'm going to try to make a move now. I'm going all in next year. Wait, really? This is the best thing I'll get offered? So wait, do we have any big free agents of our own? LB for like the 30th time can get the qualifying offer. I still plan on making a big Norman Powell trade. So we got to bring back Siakam. Let me front load that. We got to bring back Stephen Lee. We can just give him that. And then LB, whatever. So we get Siakam and Lee back. Very nice. We'll keep LB open. So what I want to do is actually give LB a deal, like a 3-year deal. And I'm probably going to include him in a trade with Powell and Keller. All right, I want to see if the Clip... Or he's a Laker now, really? I would say, like, try to get Paul George. You know what the Lakers do, I don't even think they would do this, but I'm going to offer it. Norman Powell, I will give you Daryl Keller, and I will also give you CJ LB. That doesn't even get me there money-wise. I would also have to throw in... I don't want to throw in anyone else. Okay, so, like, I can't really get into that 40 mil. Clay would be a fun trade, but why would they trade him? I would just like to get somebody that's, like, a really good defender. Fred VanVleet, A- perimeter D. You know what? Would you want Norman Powell back? He's in Cleveland, or so this isn't the Raptors. I'll also give you CJ Ellaby. So if I can keep Daryl Keller, that'd be pretty sweet. We'll offer that. I will give you my first-round pick next year. And I'll also give you that first-round pick I own from the Pistons in 2026. And really, do I want to give up Daryl Keller for... You know, like I said, I'm trying to go all in. So I'll do Norman Powell and Daryl Keller for Fred VanVleet. They don't want to do that. I will give you that Pistons pick. And I'll give you my pick. Please do this. Thank you. Okay, so boom. There we go. There's our roster. So we have Lillard, Lee, VanVleet, LB, Simmons, Livingston, Watson, Siakam, Turner, and Saric. It's the final year. If we don't win it all, then I never deserve to win it in this video. And therefore, the Blazers are cursed. But yeah, if this team does not win it all, there's no other way I could have constructed this roster any better. All right, so we got Lillard, VanVleet, Simmons, Siakam, Turner. You know what, 2K? I'll let you come up with the rotation minutes. Sure. No, I'm not. Okay, well, I'm not doing an 11-man rotation. We could do this. I'll give 33, 33, 32. Sure, we can run something like this. I'll see you guys at the end of the year. I just want to get into the playoffs at this point. So we ended up as the 2 seed this year. Nikola Jokic is your MVP for the Dallas Mavericks. MJ Rice wins 6 Man of the Year. Giannis wins D-Boy again. Patrick Baldwin balling out for the Orlando Magic. As you know, we're the 2 seed. I'm perfectly fine with that. Do we get anybody on an All-NBA team? And we do not. No Ben Simmons, no Damian Lillard, but we do get Simmons on all defensive second team. So we have the Utah Jazz in round 1. We have played them once before in this video, and they swept us. So let's see what happens this year. It is the 2024 playoffs. This would technically be 2025 in real life. And let's see what happens. I'm going to let 2K just come up with the game plan. Fred VanVleet averaged 11 points this year. I don't care if it gets me a ring. I'm not going with an 11-man rotation in the playoffs. 10 is the absolute max. We're going to go 7 of those guys. And then we'll go 28, 34, 34. 35 is good, and I'll go 30 to Van Vliet. So let's see what happens against the Jazz in round 1. We lose game 1, go figure. But we do end up winning 4 in a row. But we have the reigning NBA champion Dallas Mavericks, who have aided Nikola Jokic. So, yeah, let's see what happens here. Let's just simulate the round. And we win! All right, we're doing well. Now we got New Orleans. Can we beat them and go to the NBA Finals? Nope, we lose in 5. That will be it for me. I hope you guys did enjoy. That is the best possible roster I could have constructed. We're just never going to win at all. Tell me if you did. Let me know what the Blazers should do down below because I don't know what the hell they're doing. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.